What's up YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Shekinah. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to smash the subscription button because I post 2 videos every single week. Today I'll be talking about my journey as a mechanical student, my journey at Chinisa. Let's take it together. So I'll be explaining questions that came to me. Why did you pick mechanics? How was mechanics? Is it challenging? Is it this? Is it that? So let's take the journey together and discover what mechanical is all about. So here, right now as we speaking, we are at the building of UNISA at Florida campus. Oh, this campus is where the science students come and do their practical, they come and study and do their thing. So just take a look at the building. Hopefully you enjoy it. It's a very beautiful building and I guess UNISA has invested a lot of cash in it. Behind right there, that's where you get all the registration happening. That's where you get libraries, study centers and stuff. So right here is where you come for inquiries and stuff, where you get your finance department. Just behind there, behind the camera guy, there is where you get your mechanical workshop. So I'm going to take you guys inside the mechanical workshop and discover whatever project that I took and talk to you guys about mechanical. Let's go. This is the lab where everything took place, right? When I was doing my mini budget project, it was just like the solar project. Everything was right here. The budget cars, we had 3 different cars that we actually had to build. Our cars were different from the solar cars. We're not just building it because just for fun or just for learning sake. We were building it actually for competition. It had to compete with the UP University and we actually came up second and stuff. When it comes to torque and stuff, we managed to get all the torque, all the speed, and our car had less weight. We're not using like a lot of things when it comes to the structure, just like the guy explained with the solar car. Ours were different. So let me give you a tour on the mechanical workshop. Hopefully you see what material we're using. Come on. So this is exactly where the mechanical project takes place. When it comes to mechanics is not just all about the theory module. We also have a lot when it has to do with the practical module because this lab did welcome me in 2019. When I got into this lab, I didn't know anything. I had no background knowledge on the mechanical modules, and I got here, I learned from scratch. The most beautiful part about being here is the fact that I learned how to weld, I learned how to grind stuff, I learned how to put on things together, and it is so good. If we want to talk about the budget project, let me show you if we still have something to do with the budget project. You come with me. So this car right here was what we came up with in 2019. This was our second car, and we had 3 cars as I said before. We had this one, and then we had this, and then we had that. All the cars are being stripped. That's why you cannot see like whatever is happening, but the structures and everything is here. So this was our first car. This car came out first, and then this car came out second on the competition, and that one came out third on the competition, mainly because this car had more weight happening on it, and then it couldn't give us enough torque here. So let me answer a question to those who have been asking me, why did you exactly pick mechanical engineering? I will say the reason why I picked mechanical engineering, it was probably because of the love of math and physics. I remember back in matric, I had a conversation with my physics teacher. I actually wanted to do chemical engineering. I didn't want to do mechanical. Like, I had this thing happening in my head. I was like, dude, I'm going to take chemical engineering, chemical all the way. So I had a conversation with my physics teacher, and he told me, Shekinah, even if you love your chemical part, but I felt like mechanical is actually the part where you get a lot of marks. And then I had to rethink about it. I spoke to friends, I spoke to family members. They shared the same opinion. I was like, why not? Give it a shot. Let me just go through it. Thank God I didn't make the worst mistake of my life, because there are many people that start university and actually drop out because they have made mistakes and stuff. Like, when I got into mechanics on my first year, I did struggle. The reason why I struggled a lot with mechanics on my first year was mainly because I came from a full-time university, and then now I had to do everything by myself. Studying at UNISA hasn't been easy for anyone. I would say it hasn't been easy for anyone. It has been extremely challenging. I remember failing my first module on my first semester. That was electrical engineering. Like, dude, I did fail it here, but the only good thing about it is I used my failure as a way to push me forward, as a way to actually uplift me and study further and become good in everything that I did. So I rethought about every process. Why did I fail? Why wasn't I doing things proper? Why didn't work on my first year and stuff? So I did that, and then that helped me out. And then on my second year, I remember on my second year, I had to cut out a lot of stuff, guys. It's all about sacrifice. If you really want to make it, especially in this industry, especially in an industry whereby it's full of men, there's a lot to be proven as a woman. So I cut out like a lot. I had no social life. I had no Facebook, no Instagram. I had none of those things. And it's just sorry for the noise. It is just pure academic, like pure academic. And then the other thing, if you guys remember something, when I did my video of get to know me, get to know the real me, you probably recognize the fact that I say that I work and I study, and that was another challenge, working and study, and studying mechanics on top of that. A lot of maths. If you want to take mechanical engineering, you should have the love for math and physics. So the first requirement that you need to get when you're studying mechanical is you need to have at least 50% in math and 50% in physical science. So 50% in math and physics, and that's it. That will get you your way into university. Depending on what university is that's a minimum, that the minimum marks you can get, the minimum. But guys, always aim for the best, always aim for the highest marks if possible. If you want to go to the best university, always aim for the best marks as possible. So welcome to UNISA. If ever you're considering joining mechanical engineering at UNISA, welcome, because from matric there is no straight path to a degree with mechanical engineering. You need to start with your diploma first. Once you finish up your diploma, you can either go with your advanced diploma or go for your BTech and stuff. For those who want to do this thing, I actually encourage every woman and every guy who want to do this. Let's get into this journey together, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumb up, like, comment and subscribe. Welcome to my world. I just want to know, like, how does this car function and stuff? Like, how would it work?
Oh, it's a solar car. It's powered by the sun. This is a solar panel.
Okay.
And we're gonna insert what we call a solar controller. A solar controller is used to charge the battery, the timing of the battery and all that. Then when the battery are full, then the car will be good. That's the motor. It's a 5 kilowatt motor, that one.
Okay.
We're gonna mount it here. We're using the sprocket. These are what we call sprockets. So basically we're gonna use this one with a chain.
Okay.
We're gonna mount it with a chain so that it can do the motion, because we're not using a gearbox.
Okay. So are you trying to tell me that will this car only work in summer, because in winter we don't have like enough sunlight?
Okay. You see a solar controller.
Yeah.
It has a port, a charging port that you can plug in.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how you, if there's no sun, then you plug it in your home electricity.
Oh, okay. That's good.
So that the batteries can be charged. But basically, if maybe we had like aluminium to reduce weight, it was gonna make it more efficient, because at this moment we're using steel. These are the material that we had in here, so we're working with what we have.
Oh, okay.
Because basically we must use aluminium to reduce weight.
So the whole thing works with the mechanical, like it's all mechanical basics, right? So the only thing that you get is the power part, which we get to the...
It's an electric motor. The thing that drives everything is this, the motor. Is this motor.
Okay, I don't understand how it moves from the electrical motor to the solar power. How does
Oh,
both work?
there's a pedal. It's like automatic car.
Okay.
There's a pedal. You press on your pedal, then it drives.
Oh,
Because at this moment, we haven't even figured out how we're gonna do our reverses. But with the reverses, we just use polarity, electrical polarity, to make it go reverse and forward, as the circuit described on a paper.
oh, okay.
Because we have a circuit.
Okay, the other thing that I was so concerned about was the 3 people sitting right in front there. Like, is it really like a must for you to have 3 people seated there? Because if there's only like 1 person driving this car, is this thing going to compete with any other university?
No.
It's not competing with any other
If
university?
it was competing, I wouldn't recommend it to go.
Why wouldn't you recommend it?
As I said, we should have used aluminium parts
Okay.
to build the structure.
Yeah.
At the bottom, we can use steel to make it stronger, because it's the one that's going to be carrying weight.
Oh, okay.
But at this moment, since we're using steel, even if we go to a competition, it won't be sufficient.
Oh.
Because it's all about efficiency. At the end of the day.
Like at the end of the day, you need to use materials that are able to conduct.
Maybe to reduce weight.
Oh.
Because weight is the one that it makes it easier for that motor to run smooth.
Oh, I understand. Is it also because you want to get good torque and stuff?
You see.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, because this structure thing looks extremely heavy, actually.
Yeah,
for the competition.
for the competition, it's heavy.
Yeah. So, and then the other thing that will make it extremely heavy is the fact that you're going to have 3 people. Already the structure is heavy, and you have body weight on it again, so this is going to be like...
extra weight also.
Yeah.
So, you see, that's why we say, maybe if we're building something, if maybe we're about to go to a competition, because there are worldwide competitions based on solar car. If it was going to a competition, I wouldn't say we were gonna build this, but at this moment we're just working with what we have, because they didn't buy materials. We don't even have aluminium welding machines, because aluminium doesn't get welded with this machine. This is arc welding.
Okay.
And there's MAG welding that use the gas cylinder.
Okay.
That's MAG welding. So using that to aluminium is gonna burn it. Like it's gonna make holes and it's gonna melt down. That's why we don't even have such material. That's why we're using steel at this moment.
Okay, cool. I understand. Thank you so much for making time for us.